Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's going to be a Charger Pursuit kind of a day. We're heading down to Coast Wheel and Tire and dropping off the Charger and having them throw in my new rack and pinion that I got from eBay recently. Finally showed up, took a little while. And that's from another Charger that had 60,000 miles on it. Came with a 1-year warranty as well. And we're going to go have Coast Wheel and Tire put it in. I was going to put it on myself, but I looked into the process of getting it put in. Afterwards, it does require some sort of like calibration or a relearn or something like that, and probably need an alignment as well. So better off just having them put it in and keeping things just kind of moving and grooving. If you guys do see that right there, man, we got the silver wrap roll right there, which the rest of it shows up today for the Silverado. I'm trying to not show you guys what I've done so far on this truck, so that wrap's coming soon. Started the first part of that video already. Silverado's getting its new wrap here, finished out probably in a few days, but in the meantime, dropping off the Charger. Before getting into the video though, I want to shout my friends out over at ScreenProtect.com. If you guys know, you know, they make awesome stuff in terms of protection for mainly the interior of vehicles. I have it on the Ram right now, which has the 12-inch screen. And in this kit right here, I got the insurance for the Ram, which means you get twice the material in case you mess up the first one. You pay a little extra and you get double of all the material you purchase from Screen Protect. That being said, I have 2 kits for the 12-inch screen. I put one in the Ram already, and I have a 12-inch screen on the Charger as well. And if you guys know, you know, the Chargers don't come with the 12-inch screen option unless you have the cop car version, which we got. My experience so far of using these films is it makes all the old scratches disappear that are on the gauge cluster, on high gloss black finish, on my Tundra especially. Is probably my favorite thing to showcase the before and after of, because it was totally clapped out. It was so scratched up. It's a very sensitive surface, and when I threw the film on from Screen Protect, that's how it looked afterwards. It looks even better than brand new. So we'll try this on the 12-inch screen on the Charger, head on a Coast Wheel and Tire, and then drop the car off. And then we'll get into a little story time of how the officer who actually used this car for work for 5 years as his K9 vehicle hit me up on DM on Instagram. He was like, yo, that was my car, let me know how it comes out. And since then we've been kind of Instagram buddies. Now I did do the oil change on this car recently, and I used the Rams that I got from Amazon on Amazon Prime Day as well, which worked out pretty good. I'll throw the footage in right now of that really quick. I got the new Ironton car ramps here getting put to work straight from Amazon. Bought them on Amazon Prime Day for a pretty good deal. They're a 12,000 pound max capacity combined, so 6,000 pounds each. I have the rubber pads underneath them also, so far so good. I like them. So link down below for you guys on these right here if you guys want to buy these for yourselves. Gonna make the oil changes a lot easier for us in the future. And what I'm using for oil is the 5830 Pennzoil full synthetic high mileage. The car calls for 5820. However, we are going into the hotter season. 5830 is going to be better protection kind of in general than 5820, which I prefer to not try to squeeze every bit of MPG out of the Hemi, because no matter what, man, it's not going to be good. So I'd rather have the 5830 for better protection. I can't tell you guys how many times I've forgotten to take the cap off where the oil drains into this thing, and this time I remembered, so no more having oil fill the top and then do a panic twist through the oil and make sure it drains in. This time we remembered. Cool thing about these old cop cars is they are very well maintained. Yes, they go through a lot of hard times, but they do get a lot of service time. So I don't know how I'm gonna one-hand this thing though. That is not, I think I've gotten pretty good at not getting any oil on my hands when popping off the drain bowl, but let's see. All right, we're leaking. 3, 2, 1, and go. That was barely anything. That's pretty impressive actually. I'm getting better at this. I'm getting nice at this, all right? All right, here we go. All right. So I'll throw the 5-quart jug in and then turn the engine on, let it cycle through, and then let it settle, work my way up from there with the last quart. Yeah, definitely better to have a little bit too less of oil than too much. Wow, look at that. If you guys remember in the video when I detailed the interior, I threw in that product from, what are they called again? Hold on. This stuff here, sorry, I forgot the name of it. By Slick Products, the Multi-Surface Shine and Protectant. Before and after is crazy on the interior of this thing. And I like how it doesn't look too, just, I don't know, fake. It looks more just kind of refurbished, and not like there's a bunch of like oily junk on it, which I've seen a lot of like used car dealerships always using that nasty stuff that's like more like 5830 and not like a restoration look. This looks very restored and it feels nice and slick too, so it offers protection, which is freaking awesome. But here on the interior, look at that. We got the 12-inch screen on the inside of my Dodge Charger. How freaking cool is that? I don't have the protection film here for the info or the gauge cluster, but we'll get that going here pretty soon. So what I have is the anti-glare finish. So it's got a nice matte finish to it, which takes away the glare and reduces the fingerprints look, which is awesome. So we'll go ahead and spray this on and get it nice and wiped down. The kit does come with the squeegee and a towel, but I don't have their towel right now. I think I might have either thrown it out after I used it or misplaced it, not too sure, but it's not in this tube. So we'll just use my microfiber towel here. Let's see if the 12-inch screen protector works on the charger from the RAM. I can already tell it's way too narrow. Okay, oh my gosh, nope, it is way off. All right, well, unfortunately that is not fitting at all, not from side to side or top to bottom. Well, at least we tried, so. It's been sitting for a while, so will it fire up? We shall see. I'm sure it will. What's up, bud? Hop in the back. You're my canine. Welcome to the canine unit.
Oh, what? Okay.
It was a canine unit, yes, sir.
It has the ribbon too on there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. She needs to be detailed for sure. She's a little dirty.
Oh, it has the.
It's got spotlights.
It has the lights on the mirror.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Come on now. Uh-oh, who got repoed?
Uh-oh. A Ford.
Ford Lightning.
Yeah. No, they said it was.
He said, I don't want it no more.
I don't want to.
I ain't making that payment no more. Take it.
Yep.
Take it from me. All right, welcome back to Coast Wheel and Tire. Here's Tim's truck, all good to go.
Sticky residue of whatever, right?
It's probably sap. All right, see how it came out. Get an issue with the exhaust hanging? Oh, there you go.
Oh,
ain't hanging no more.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And that was also. Watch out! I got poked by this.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. That's like.
Good looking out.
Whoever commented on it, thank you. I didn't notice it when I was driving. Someone saw me on the channel driving down PCH. Said that my exhaust was a little crooked.
Hugo's Ram TRX. Get everything all paint matched to match the body in silver. The fenders, whole front end. Wow.
Are you gonna flip it around?
Hugo, did you decide on a set of wheels yet for it?
Yeah, we're gonna do some chrome wheels.
Oh, that'd be nice.
18-inch chrome wheels, B-locks. We're gonna do the grenades.
So you're gonna chrome them then?
We're gonna chrome them.
Okay, nice. That'd be cool.
Different. So we're gonna do upgrade rack and pinion. We're gonna do an exhaust, and we might do suspension. We don't know yet.
Nice. Taking a little accident, turning it into a whole custom build now.
Yeah.
You took it out to. Where'd you? You went out to Ocotillo, right?
Yeah.
You messed up the doors and whatnot, going a little too hard.
Yeah, the doors.
And it came out with the whole paint match.
Was it at night? Was it at night?
Yeah.
It was at night, yeah.
The tailgate, the quarter panel,
Yep.
the doors.
Yeah, he had to get some paint work done on the doors, but then
Did a whole color match on it.
yeah, did a whole color match. Came out nice.
Yeah.
Very unique. I haven't seen a whole color match done in silver on a TRX before. And then chrome wheels with the silvers and look good. Yeah, it looked really nice. That takes what, 2 weeks roughly or so to get them chromed?
And we just sent them out today, so hopefully.
Perfect. Yeah, nice. It'd be cool to do some stock wheels in chrome too.
Yeah.
That'd be really unique.
What size tire you got?
37.
37. Okay.
It's the way to go on a TRX, man.
You're saying I should do it on the big horn?
Yeah.
Do it.
He's talking about selling the truck now, dude. You believe this guy? He wants a 4Runner now.
Oh man.
Oh, it's just because my farm complex, no one
It-
likes to wait. They race right up on you. Like, I'm like, if you really want to hit me, go for it. My bumper will probably open your vehicle.
I think what Tim's really saying is he takes too long to park. He's the problem. Really quick though, if people want paint match done on their trucks, can they drop it off here and have that done?
Yeah,
or is that,
we can get it done.
Oh, nice, okay.
Takes about two weeks to get it done. We're about doing that Raptor R too.
Ah, I see that. Sick. You guys work on old cop cars too by chance?
Yeah, we're gonna do
Okay.
rack and pinion right
perfect. Well, we're gonna grab some lunch. Be done in what, half an hour?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna drop it off. Be back whenever you're done.
Okay,
A day or two, whatever you need. So,
Okay.
alrighty, guys. So, story time in regards to my recently purchased Dodge Charger Pursuit.
It's not that.
So Tim's insane. He's already selling the Ram. You're worse than me nowadays, dude. Anyways, yeah, in regards to the Dodge Charger that I recently bought from Hanford Police Department, it was fully disclosed, by the way, too, that the power steering had issues.
You couldn't handle the,
I'd rather go to the gym
yeah.
to get my buff on than
And drive.
steer a car. So we'll get that taken care of and get it back home, get the doors wrapped up, and get it all one color. Anyways, back to the story though. So I posted the first video of me buying the actually buying the car, right? And pretty shortly after, maybe like 3 or 4 days after, this guy sent me a DM on Instagram. He was like, hey, that's my my old unit. And then he ended up sending me some photos that I asked him if I can post here on the YouTube video, and he said, absolutely, dude, go ahead. Here's some photos of the car in service. Good old Unit 10, man, in action, which is pretty cool with the lights on it and stuff. And there's this K9, which is pretty cool. So I got some history on the car as well. So that was the very first K9 unit to go into service over there at Hanford PD, which I thought was pretty cool. It had seen one K9 before his K9. The car is from 2017. That's about 9 years ago. And he had it for 5 years. So the previous K9 handler had it for probably 4 years or so. I'm not sure how long the car was sitting in the yard before I bought it. Probably a while, because it was covered in some dirt. Inside the car was gnarly though.
Yeah.
You guys saw when I detailed the interior, there was areas inside. He was like, sorry man, it's got 5 years of dog hair in certain areas I couldn't reach all the way. Stand by. Got Southwest coming over. So he then got swapped into a Durango. But the Charger was the first K9 car over at Hanford PD. And what's cool too is the back seats they gave me. They saved those back seats, the door panels, the door handles, everything for civilian use. They saved it for equipping the back end of it with all the K9 stuff, which is pretty nicely set up for the K9s. I do know that K9 cars in general, they're pretty high tech. They have systems in place that if there's like a detection of excessive heat inside the back of the car where the K9 is, this automatic system where it rolls the windows down, horn honks, the lights flash.
K9 emergency. K9 emergency. Locate the nearest police officer or call 911. K9 emergency.
I would love that for my own vehicle.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty dang
Too
cool.
hot?
Cool on Teslas too, how they have that dog mode. You can put your Tesla in dog mode and it keeps the AC on for your dog at a certain temperature, and it says on the screen, my owner is be back soon or whatever it says.
Yeah.
Not too sure how it was set up in the Charger, but I do know that some some K9 handlers have their button there on their attire somewhere where they hit that and it pops open the door for their K9 to come and assist them.
So for your friends that are sitting back there, you just pop it open. Just like,
that works
come on,
too,
guys.
man. That works too. Yeah, get on out. So yeah, overall pretty cool story. I thought I would share with you guys how the officer and I are now buddies. His father was also a Hanford police officer too, and a couple years back recently retired. Kind of a cool all-around experience dealing with the fleet manager and now being friends with the officer who actually owned that car. So stay tuned for the next videos on the Charger. We're doing the wrap on those doors ASAP because over here looked that funny in that thing. Hopefully the wrap matches the rest of the car pretty good. If not, we'll just wrap the entire car in black and go from there, man. So got another plane coming up, so I'll see you guys on the next one very, very soon. Till then, peace.